feels like it definitely needs to be addressed. It does.
In and out. Get it out, Dan!
It's okay, there's nothing actually in my throat except your hair and moisture. So this is the second annual, thank you. We're missing Babu Kui, but that's okay. We forgive him.
Pour it up, Babu Kui.
We forgive Babu Kui. Can we all just agree?
Bro, pour it up for Babu Kui.
Just repeat the phrase. This is not Dan Deacon concert. Just repeat the phrase. We forgive. We forgive.
We forgive.
Babu Kui.
Babu Kui.
We forgive.
We forgive.
Babu Kui.
Babu Kui.
We forgive.
We forgive.
With all the angels and all that shit and the infinitude of all the collapsing universes within universes that then condense into the there's some sound coming out, so just pretend that the sound is a universe. That's trippy. That's a trippy thought. That's crazy. So we forgive Babu Kui. So we do. And let him live. So we gotta make sure this is loud enough. Was this loud enough?
The following isn't a paid advertisement by Delaware Dan Industries and Business Associates. Paid for in part by Bayview Bunkies, based in the Bayview neighborhood of Baltimore City, Maryland.
I forgot to do something like that. I have multiple. This is and just like last year, there is some distributed material, so everyone's getting served. But I forgot there's two tiers. A lot of tiers. I only have two of these left, so can we? Thank you.
Back with boys.
Put it right there. Bang, bang, with boys. Bang, bang. Take that, pass it around. Take that one, pass it around. It's not serious, but it's completely real. I'm gonna get this. Actually, go ahead. And then when you're done, you can pass it back. Maybe to homeboy. Hell yeah. What is your name? I recognize you.
Me?
Yeah.
Colin.
Colin. Hell yeah, elbows.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's what we
There
do
we go.
in the service industry. We go elbows. Okay, here we go. So, all right, Delaware Dan. All right, Delaware Dan. We're shouting out. We got a backing track tonight. Shout out backing track. Thanks for your hard work.
I'm real sorry if I did something to offend anybody with my comments recently about Delaware. The state of Delaware is the first state, small wonder. A lot of tax rebates. And okay, you can go there if you have a certain kind of problem. I know that. I understand that. But I'm telling you, you can solve your problems right here with me, Baby Bunky. No need to go. No need to go. But again, I'm real sorry.
We gotta wait.
I'm real sorry. Didn't mean to offend nobody with what I said. I was just trying to state my case. Thank you. Baby Bunky.
Alright, so I don't know if you all missed the beginning, but the tonight Delaware Dan unfortunately ran out of a little bit of capital, and as a result we had to talk to local people down there in Bayview, Baltimore, which unfortunately I'm currently living in exile in Waverly neighborhood of Baltimore, Maryland, which is no, I do what I do. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do down in Baltimore. It's just how it is. And Bayview Bunky was fortunate enough to. We were fortunate enough to have Bayview Bunky come on the show and help with some financial backing, as long as we incorporated some of his shit. So, Delaware Dan.
No problem.
He also, like many others, have the moniker of not moniker. He's got the catchphrase of no problem. That's the wrong jacket.
Jokes on the ground.
Delaware Dan.
Yeah.
2020.
Delaware Dan Drink drinking game prayer.
This is the part for the Delaware Dan drinking game prayer. So everybody, take a beer, pass it. There's only like 3 of them, so just as far as they go. And anybody that willingly consumes alcohol, come down and take some of the alcohol and follow the instructions I'm about to give. They are passed down through an oral
Where's the
lineage.
whiskey?
It's all gone. Wait, there's some. Delaware Dan. Okay, so anyone that has the alcohol, start drinking. Drink it and just get a steady going. Chug the beer. Okay, family. Start chugging. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Chug. Drink the beer. Consume the alcohol. Consume it. Consume the alcohol. 3, 2, 1. Okay, chug. Go. Keep going, keep chugging. You're doing great. You're consuming that alcohol pretty good. You're doing it real good. Okay, overtime. Okay, keep going. You're doing great. Yeah. Chugging beer. Keep doing it. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we lost a really important person this year.
Mama.
That was 3-time Hall of Famer Scottie Pippen. Shout out Scottie Pippen. We miss you. Rest in peace. What? What's that? You want to repeat?
Yeah, make it repeat it.
Rest in peace, Scottie Pippen is what he meant to say. And no problem. We miss him. And he was so great to his kids. Delaware. I accidentally reset it.
But I'm telling you,
Okay, here we go.
Didn't mean to offend.
Didn't mean to offend nobody. Everyone's upset. That song.
In prayer.
Drinking, everyone's drinking, blah blah blah. I'm already drunk. You didn't come here drunk, and you are clearly good. This part goes up and down on the track. That part's loud. It's like a Dan Deacon song. Okay, shout out to you. You want to go ahead and take one of those, pass it around. Take the top stack. Yeah, take that one. Take the top stack. Go back. No, that's not. Let him pick it up. Let him. Okay. Does your family suffer from unknown tax scams that result in you and your family doubling your net worth into a value similar to that of a federal financial deficit that led to the collapse of all your favorite ayahuasca-producing countries between the decades of 90s and 20s? No problem. Call Delaware Dan at some form of phone number 302-6-7-8-9-10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, extension 420. Call Delaware Dan. With our marketing sounds. We got a couple announcements tonight. A couple announcements are going to help everyone with their lives.
got a bunch of diabetic test strips, don't know what to do with them, need some cash, come on down to Bayview Bunkies.
Bayview Bunkies.
I'll give you cash for diabetic test strips. People wonder about those signs, well come on down to Bayview. I'll tell you all about it. The whole thing is, if you have diabetic test strips and you don't need them, or need some cash, come on down. Cash for diabetic test strips, no problem. Baby Bunky.
I don't need diabetic test.
I'm calling you in a very important and/or serious time in the fiscal year. Right about now, we at Delaware Dan imagine that you and your family are not currently making six figures in the spank aisle of your local liquor liquidator. No problem. Just by listening to this message, you and your family have already decided that you would like to make six figures in the Spank Devil freeze aisle at your family's local liquor liquidators this holiday season. How is this possible? Well, Delaware Dan and business associates all over the globe have been able to make six figures in the spank aisle of you and your family's local liquor liquidators due to listening to this very special message this holiday season, and therefore can relay this message to you and your family no problem. Call now for your free message by Delaware Dan Legal Fund with our new initiative series featuring advanced business combat strategies, featuring what is most important to customers of Delaware Dan Street Team. A new initiative in innovative technologies and solutions features our armed litigation team who are prepared to assault you and your family this holiday season with information regarding you and your family being able to make six figures per day in a spank aisle of your local liquor liquidators this holiday season, no problem. Call Delaware Dan Street Team, keeping the streets real legal at 302-696-9420, extension 69. The Spank Devil is in the freeze aisle by Delaware Dan.
In case you're wondering about what the Spank Devil and the freeze aisle is all about,
Spank Devil in
the lyrics are Spank Devil in the freeze aisle. We all know that Spank Devil is in the freeze aisle.
Let's sing it.
Boss, no problem. Call Del.
Wait a minute. I gotta go back.
420, extension 69. The Spank Devil is in the freeze aisle by Delaware Dan, the boss. No problem. Call Delaware Dan. Call.
Previously on Delaware Dan.
I was spanking my devil. I was spanking on my devil.
Price low discount kind of place. Well, come down to Bayview Bunkies. I'll tell you what. We are.
I was spanked devil in the wheels on. Spank devil in the freeze out. Spank devil in the freeze out.
Are you tired of all those low price, low discount kind of places? Well, come down to Bayview Bunkies. I'll tell you what. We are located on Eastern Avenue. If you've gone to Bayview, you've gone far enough. Go past Greektown, you're not quite to Dundalk, you're not quite in the county. Come to Bayview Bunkies, no problem.
Hey, this is Sophie. I wanted to leave you a quick message because I was in your neighborhood and I came across your property. I'm not sure if you thought about selling, but I am.
Also, the quality of that phone call sounded, is that okay? I can kind of know what she's talking about. What's up with this microphone? I kind of know what she's talking about. She's like, property, blah, 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 money, blah, 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 like you don't have any, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I kind of know what you're talking about, actually, but I don't, because the connection is not that clear. And I just want to point out that this is something that I learned from Matt. And this is unrelated to any of this.
Who's the real Delaware Dan?
We're gonna get to that. That's covered later. Because now Baby Bunky's involved and this is a whole... But the one of the things is that the 5G network is... I know. I'm sorry to stress you out, because I know you've been in transit you both have been transit all day. And I know you're probably on 3G. I would not be surprised if you're not on... I would be surprised if you were not on 3G. 4G. What about 4.2G? I don't know. That's not a real thing. That's complete. But the 5G issue is real. No jokes aside. All jokes aside. Don't go down the road where you get because I want to call my friends. I want to say, do you have $4? Like I have $2 and $8 gets a pack of cigarettes. We can go down, smoke. My boy Ray can come with us and we can both smoke. But we could split the cost of a cigarette. But instead I got to talk through Bluetooth, shield wall, like holographic type imagery projecting. I don't want that. You don't want that.
It's bullshit.
None of it. We're not dealing with this. We're not dealing with this bullshit. Enough is enough. Fuck 5G. Fuck 5G. Fuck 5G. Fuck 5G. Fuck 5G. Fuck 5G. Fuck 5G.
Fuck 5G. Fuck 5G.
This is important.
Oh my gosh, I just made $20,000 on accident.
Oops.
Oops.
I made $1,000 on accident. Oops.
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 That's Luke Reddick.
Oops, I made $20,000.
My bad.
Oops.
I made this $250,000. Oh, wait a minute. Phone call coming in. Hello. I was trying to answer the call.
Hello?
Does your family suffer, if you and your family suffer from the distinct pitch, tone, and timbre of the Salvation Army's ringing out of false claims, false prophecies, false fallacies that due to double reverse psychology have now become non-falsehoods under which the truth of the impenetrable strength and dexterity of Delaware Dan law firm this holiday season? No problem, call Delaware Dan. And that's a fact. You can take that to the fucking bank. And these are just claims we make in our day-to-day kind of, Alright. Does your family suffer from the lack of motivation to make the change right now to make a difference in the type of change you and your family are looking for, but lack the motivation to change anything, including the things that you can and are able to change simultaneously while different differing viewpoints are deferred endlessly in a closed loop of continuum of never-ending advertising logic? No problem. Call Delaware Dan at 302-69. Thank you. It's a phone call. Pre-recorded phone call message. Which if you're into that, buy the tape, because it's basically something, you're driving around and then you're on the phone. That's the joke. And then you're chilling in the mountain street meditating or some shit. Does your family suffer? Does your family suffer from the lack of transit between Bayview, Baltimore, and Dover, Delaware due to an overwhelming amount of marijuana abuse taxes being used to establish a specific type of monorail system being implemented by the sound coming from Joe Rogan farting on Elon Musk's dick? No problem. Call Delaware Dan at 3. That's a cheap shot. A cheap shot. I'm gonna give that one up. That's out there. That's a marketing. Does your family suffer from insufferable phone calls from an unidentified insecure white male known only as Chenley, who is sorry that he got back to you and tell you about the hundreds, even thousands of dollars you and your family are not making per week? No problem. Call 302. All that. all that shit. 302-492, something like that. Whatever Taylor's phone number is, call him. Call him. 333-1922. That's right. It's close enough. Close enough for Delaware. Close enough for jazz music.
Are you tired of going to Delaware for all your needs? Why don't you come to Baby Bunky's? We're the kind of place where you can go and get whatever you want whenever you need it. No problem.
You can pass these out. They're the same ones. Does your family suffer from flat earth theory being wrapped around the geophysically incorrect world globe, making the United States seem entitled to certain global tax rebates because they secretly incorporate in the state of Delaware? No problem. Call Delaware Dan at 302. At extension Delaware Dan. Just when they pick up, just say Delaware Dan. They'll know you connect your call. They can do that. They have that equipment. So a lot of this material, if you are interested in more advertisements, a lot of these ones are on the previously aforementioned holiday special. You go follow to get the tape. You follow the link. The website is listed on the tape.
You've heard other competitors, other folks telling you that you can come to them and you can do whatever you want. But I'm telling you what, you come down to Baby Bunky's, we'll solve your problem.
We're back. Alright, so fill out your surveys and bring them back with a check or something like that. Cash, preferable. If we're friends, it's cash. Delaware Dan presents Smoke Jokes, volume 420. Does your family need your bowels rinsed? No problem. Call for your free test and rinse, only $9.95 per pound of fecal matter. Call 302-49-BLONDS at a Touchstone phone kiosk, toll free. Additional rate may apply. Call Delaware Dan. Thank you. Call me. No problem. Call Delaware Dan. Does your family suffer from smoking bones? Hey there, folks. If you and your family suffer and are sick of Santa's slave drive foundation for the exclusive production of toy vapes meant to infect our air supply with sentient particles, with the sole intention of creating a global conspiracy in which marketing to kids is the crux of all. Crux of all social existence, no problem. Call Delaware Dan. If you have that specific problem, come to Delaware Dan. Come across the Susquehanna. Just hop in a car with some juggalos. If you don't have a ride, the juggalos might have a van or something. You can hop in. I don't know what they're driving. Maybe they're driving a Nissan Sentra. I think. Maybe you're driving a 95 Nissan Sentra with a tape player and you're like, I happen to have Violent J's split cassette with Animal Collective that we can listen to on cassette tape and bring it to the Nissan.
No. Where is Baby, you may ask yourself. Well, you're going down Eastern Avenue, you're in Hollandtown, you hit Greektown, you go under the bridges, and then, before you get to Dundalk, Baby Bunky's.
Did everyone get a beer earlier? Probably not. There's a lot of you. There was less than 12. It started with 12. There was probably like 7 of them. I think we passed them out. We did good enough. Anyways, here we go. Delaware Dan. So there's a lot of, you might be hearing some rumors. Probably not. Does your family suffer from constantly edging? Oh, yeah, that's not a good one. Does your family suffer from not enough political prisoner statements made on nah, that's not a good one either. Okay. Does your family suffer from the Delaware state tax returns being spent on copious amounts of corpulent horse sex cases that occurred during the 1977 scat outbreak in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, aka Shatland Turd? They're probably called Delaware Dan. That's gross, just like diarrhea talk. Got some on the back. No, I don't. Delaware Dan.
This has all been an automated message from the imaginary realm of Delaware Dan in conjunction with Bayview Bunkie.
This is important because there's a lot of Delaware Dans out there, and it may be really hard to discern. And that's why I say, you hear on the tape, you hear in other talks, with great discerning. What I meant to say was, with great discernment, I learned how to say that just specific for this one. And so I can tell you now, with great discernment meant, make sure the authenticity, there's no way of knowing, honestly. Because anyone can come over here and say, I'm Delaware Dan. There's plenty of people saying that. You go on the radio, there's a dude saying, I'm Delaware Dan. And I'm sure he is, but he's not. Because there's only really, there might be, well, we were talking earlier, there might be 2 Delaware Dans. No might be 3 of them. No problem. Anyone that says no problem is basically Delaware Dan. Baby Bunkie. I don't know if you were listening. I don't know if you were listening to Baby Bunkie. I don't know who he is, but he approached me on Gmail, and he came up to me. He stepped to me. He said, I got something for you. So I was like, I need money, so you're good. Hey there, folks. Does you and your family suffer and are sick? I already said that one. We're just repeating. As Delaware Dan presents Business Loops. If you and your family have filed out your questionnaire that I gave you, then it is recommended that...
Hello, this is Dan Silver, Preston Nissan. You may call 410-714-4419. Thanks.
Yeah, please call Eduardo Erijon. Call Eduardo Erijon. Does you and your family, okay, as recommended, you and your family take said questionnaire and use them as a daisy chain, chemical bonds, stocks, and smoking barrels in a laboratory located in the west basement of the University of Delaware Colonoscopy Department in South Newark, where they found that one guy who happened to be a deceased cop concocting strings of lyrics and other nonsensical arrangements in order to create a new genre of music entitled cop rap? No problem. Call Delaware Dan at 302-494-69. That's almost Crazy Josh's phone number. I used to have it memorized. I don't anymore.
Been established a part of the Bayview community for a very long time. We are to be trusted and reliable with all your needs because we are Bayview Bunkies.
There's a lot of this going. I found the one that talked about.
I'm trying to say nothing about Delaware. It's a fine state and a fine place. But I'm saying, why go to Delaware? You can solve your problems right here in Bayview in Southeast Baltimore. Just come down to Bayview Bunkies. No problem.
So I'm Delaware Dan. I've been living in Baltimore for a few years. I've been down there and it's been pretty chill. We have a rocking good time. We like to party a little bit. We do beers and all that. And I got real good at not drunk driving, so when I came up here, I rented a Super 8 down on East Main Street. So yeah, it's a good spot. You're trying to chill out. You don't want to drunk drive. Get sober up, sleep it off, do whatever you have. But I am I am actually Delaware Dan, and I'm sorry to say this. I don't want to be confrontational or nothing, but this song is pretty rocking, right?
Delaware Dan. Might as well make it. I'm Delaware Dan. Delaware Dan. That's right. I don't show there anymore. Yeah, I'm Delaware Dan. Might as well face it. I'm Delaware Dan.
Oh, you seen all, you've done it all. I'll tell you what, I'll solve your problem. It doesn't matter. I don't make weird psychedelic poems. I don't tell you strange stories. I just solve problems. I'm Baby Bunky. Whatever happened to quality? Whatever happened to craftsmanship? Whatever happened to service, you know? Well, come to Baby Bunky's and you'll find out.
This Baby Bunky started to piss me off.
Have an issue you can't solve, a problem you need to take care of, we'll come down to Baby Bunky's, we'll take care of it. You might not exactly know how we're going to solve it at the time, and I know that you come to me with your needs.
Hold on, let's see. Hold on.
Baby Bunky's. No money down, no credit needed, just show up, we'll solve your problem, no problem. Baby Bunky's, right on Eastern Avenue in Bayview. You ever had a problem you can't solve, you don't know what to do? Well, come down to Baby Bunky's, we'll solve your problem right now. There ain't no problems at Baby Bunky's that can't be solved.
Alright, if this is like a Ravens Flyers thing, okay. I can understand that. They're different sports. One's basketball, one's baseball. I don't fucking give a fuck. All I know is that we lost a good hero, and that was Scott Pippen.
Don't go to Delaware. Stay here in the state of Maryland. Let's say you got a problem you can't solve. Let's say you got all kinds of problems you don't know what to do. Well, call
I'm not gonna lie, he's got some rock. He's got some rock.
You Bunkies. I don't use the phone number.
111 years of loyalty.
Does you and your family would like to make it? Okay, Delaware Dan would like to make an appeal to the public. Who exactly is Delaware Dan? This is coincidentally a major point. There are several questions you and your family may have at this time, and I understand that. Delaware Dan gets that, because I don't actually live in Delaware anymore, so I don't know what the fuck is going on. So how are you? How's Delaware doing? That was good. Okay. All right. There's some there's a little bit of pause. I respect that. Very good. Okay. That's good enough.
Delaware.
That's fine. There are many emanations of a single source. In this case, there's Delaware Dan Silva, who we heard. He's based off the Eastern Shore. He's more on the bay side, closer to more geophysically. No gives a fuck. And then Delaware Dan Online. Delaware Dan LLC. You good? I know who lives with him, and that's fine. There's Delaware Dan LLC.
I lived with your ass for 3 fucking years, man.
There's Delaware Dan Law Firm.
Fucked up.
There's Delaware Dan Pork Fund, which listen to the tape, you know, learn all about pork fund all you want. I don't give a fuck. That's totally fine. Yeah, you can spend the $5, you're $5. I don't give a shit what you do with it, but buy that tape with it. That's all I care about. I'm Delaware Dan. Delaware Dan Enterprises. That's another version of Delaware Dan. I don't know if that's real. Delaware Dan Media Conglomerate. Delaware Dan Street Team, keeping the streets legal. We go around, we could do some tagging, kind of, with the kids. It's fun. Delaware Dan Armed Litigation Services, and all new, brand new, Delaware Dan Prayer Force Zero. Zero down, no payment, and there have been countless others. Imitators are out there. It's very hard to discern. It's hard to tell which is the real Delaware Dan. I don't know. You don't know. They don't know. No one really knows. But, you know, and the truth of it all, there is no Delaware Dan.
Is it over? Yeah!